Hi, and welcome back to TNT's Blues Corner. Alright, well, we're still here with just the phone and the IQ5, and hopefully it sounds alright. We're playing through the BOSS Katana again. I'm not going to talk too much more about that. But I thought, well, what would this thing sound like? We just heard it to a relatively expensive guitar. I got lucky enough to sell a motorcycle, and that was the deal. If I sold the motorcycle, I get to buy the guitar, right? One of those deals, you know. Some of you are married, you understand. Anyway, this is a $1,300, I think, when I bought it in 2001. Les Paul Classic. It's not a standard, but classic. And it's a lot of changes. I mean, we had the Bigsby on there once. I've had 3 or 4 different pickup combinations in there. Now I have an Antiquity here and a Seth Lover, I think, back here. I got different pots in here. I have different capacitors. I have a original Bumblebee in here, and can't remember, maybe an Orange Drop. That are, maybe I could talk about that at some point, but that aren't your standard. It's kind of to ear in terms of capacitance, but I'm playing with 10s. I'm not doing a wraparound anymore. Let's see here. Yeah, everything else is stock, you know, tuners and all that stuff. But anyway, wood. But let's see what this thing sounds like actually through the BOSS Katana with the same settings. I know you can't tell because I have a different shirt. No, I don't have the same shirt on. Anyway, I just put the other guitar up, so the molecules are all the same. That didn't make any sense. We're going to see what this thing sounds like through the BOSS Katana in the same settings, everything turned up to 10. I mean, it sounds different, doesn't it? I know this is kind of cliche, but this is that 60s slim taper neck. This guitar sounds thinner. Why was that hard to say? Thinner than the 58 reissue with that huge baseball bat neck. Not that it's a bad sound. I like the sound. And I've come to really like this pickup, this Antiquity by Seymour Duncan, but it's got a nice bright sound to it. Often you get an overwound pickup in a PAF, at least I think it's overwound. This one's about 7. But there's something about the way he winds these that it's not real bassy. And it's good. It gets it a, you know, it's got some clarity, but it's not real bassy. You know, like some you'll find it. Of course, this has to do a lot with this pot. Excuse me, this a little bit to do with the capacitor. But and then you hear the bridge here. Some of you might prefer this over the custom shop. I don't know. Let's play some of the same stuff, or similar stuff. Let's start out in E. when you make a mistake. It's a tell I have. I don't know if you've seen it. Was next really fast. Sorry for that little tuning interlude. Well, actually, I didn't have to change it. This thing stays in tune pretty good. Let's go back up to that. We were in the middle there. Let's go back up to the neck pickup and hear this. Not to be copyrighted. Oops, I don't want no copyright. That's a really, that train kept rolling. Maybe I could play that one because it's like maybe it's considered one of those songs because everybody's copied it along the way, and it was written years ago. I mean, the Yardbirds covered it, Led Zeppelin covered it. I don't know if officially, but I know they played it live. Of course, Aerosmith, which is the one I was just sort of alluding to there. That Aerosmith, I never talked about. I never talked about any of this on here. Maybe I should talk about things like this. Start talking to you guys about some of the stuff I listen to. Maybe we even talk about some of the records. I could say, here's a record. I don't know, but anyway. Point being that that Aerosmith Train Kept a-Rollin', it's got some really cool parts in it. I love that. That part's really cool, and then that lead. I'm murdering it because it's been years since I played it. It's based on that, basically, but anyway, Joe Perry, what an interesting guitar player. I mean, he's got some really cool licks that are so unorthodox. Maybe it's just because I've learned from listening to records like Eric Clapton and mostly Jimmy Page, Peter Green, and I really didn't do that with Aerosmith. Because when I was playing, learning how to play guitar, I think the Pump album was out, like 88, I think is when I started really focusing on guitar. Not really focusing that much, but when I first started playing electric. But, so I really didn't get into them until later. You know, I'm ashamed to say, but the first Aerosmith I heard was with Run DMC when I was like in 6th grade or 7th grade or something like that when that came out. And it wasn't until later that I went back and listened to Toys in the Attic in my head. What an amazing American band. But anyway, let's go in. Let's stay down here and do that rhythm like we did on the 58 and see what you think. So we're going to do this one, and this would be an A. that's enough of this. I think you get the picture of this guitar. This is a 2000, 2001. I can't remember exactly. I think I said it right in one of my other videos. I think it is a 2000 that I bought new. I think from an old place called De Vincent's. Oh, that's been 18 years. This guitar is 18 years old. At least the wood and the neck, the tuners and everything. Electronics have pretty much been changed a lot, but you can still almost make out the 1960 right there. Just barely. This guitar has been through a lot, but that really slim neck. I mean, it's crazy thin. Anyway, I'll play out. I'll see you next time. Remember, Patreon if you want. Just go on there and search for TNT's Blues Corner. You'll find me. Follow me on the Facebooks and all that stuff. I try to do something there from time to time. That's where some of these videos go up in shorter videos where they won't let me. I don't understand. They give you very little windows on Facebook and Instagram. I'm just not used to being in that format. Look, this is a 12-minute video. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you for being here. You're a true fan. Fan? I don't like that word. You're a true lover of the guitar, right? All right, I'll play out and I'll see you next time. We'll play around with some things and see what happens. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching TNT's Blues Corner. What's that chord from? Another hint. The last hint. Anyway, here I am talking still. Did you hear that? Did I break it? I played it too fast, it broke. Something is happening in my electronics. Surely it's not the amp, it's probably something in between. Keeping these things real anyway. Hey, thanks for watching. Check me out on the social medias and Patreon if you like. Anything a little bit helps, and we can get a computer and blah, 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 blah. Hey, you have a good weekend. If this is Friday, if it's Monday, enjoy your week. I will see you next time on TNT's Blues Corners. Take it easy.